Good morning, first grade class. I hope everyone had a great weekend and is ready to tackle another week of school. We'll go ahead and get into our lesson for today so we can get through it without having to wait and finish it tomorrow. So the core topic today is the Earth's place in the universe. The sun, the moon, and the stars. So we'll start with our Tennessee State Standard. 1 ESS 1 Standard 1 is use observations or models of the sun, the moon, and the stars to describe patterns that can be predicted. Here's a little sun, moon, and star picture. Like I said, we're just going to talk about patterns that can be predicted with the sun, the moon, and the stars. So patterns that can be predicted is just something we can predict that is going to happen based on what has happened or is happening with it previously. So we'll just go over each one individually and we will kind of predict what we think happens with each one. I know we all know what the sun, the moon, and the stars is. They're all in the sky. We see them every day. So we're familiar with that. First up is the sun. When observing the sun throughout the day, what occurs? What do we think occurs whenever we observe the sun? So it starts with the sunrise. It comes up in the morning time, we wake up, we see the sun coming up. It starts very low, coming over the horizon, and it rises up into the sky to start brightening it up. A little fun fact about the sunrise is the sun always rises in the east. So you can see the sunrise in the same spot every day. Next, we have the sun continues to rise slowly throughout the day, and by about midday, the sun is right in the center of the sky and gets brighter or darker all afternoon, depending on the cloud coverage. I know we've all seen like it'll be super sunny outside, and then the clouds kind of cover it and it darkens down a little bit. And that's what I mean by cloud coverage. And I have attached a picture of the sun kind of rising up over a house. I thought that was really cute. The average peak time that the sun is the highest in the sky is typically between midday and early afternoon. So about lunchtime is probably going to be your peak, which is also peak time to get a sunburn from the sun's rays. I know we probably all know what that is. You know, the sun beats down on you, your skin gets red. Some of us even get blisters. It's not a great time. Sunscreen is typically needed when the sun is shining like that. And then next we have the sunset. I have attached a picture of a pretty sun setting. Most of the time the sunset, if it's really pretty, it'll turn sky purple or orange, and I thought that was really pretty. This always occurs in the evening time when your day's coming to an end. Y'all know you get home in the evenings, you typically see the day come to an end, the sun's setting, it's getting dark outside. The definition for sunset is the daily disappearance of the sun below the horizon due to Earth's rotation. So that happens daily, goes below the horizon. We won't see it till the sun rises the next morning. And another fun fact is the sun always rises in the east, so it always sets in the west. So you can look in the same direction every day and see the sun setting. Okay. Lincoln's window. This is just a fun little example that I found and put on here. It says every morning when Lincoln wakes up for school, he can see the sun peeking through his window. After he has dinner, he goes into his room, but he cannot see the sun through that window even though it is light outside. Why can't Lincoln see the sun from his bedroom window after dinner? That's because where the sun rises is not where the sun sets. So if you can see the sun rising from his window, he's not going to be able to see it set in the same window because it rises on the east, sets on the west. And then next up we have the moon. So typically many people think the moon is only visible at night, but you can actually spot the moon during the day almost always if you look in the correct spot, especially on a very clear day. It's it's bright outside, there's no clouds in the sky, you can typically find the moon somewhere in the sky. When observing the moon at night, it appears to move through the sky, but that is actually Earth moving that makes it seem that way. So the moon's not moving, the Earth is moving, it's rotating, so it's making the moon look as if it is moving through the sky. And another fun fact is the moon, like the sun, always rises in the east and sets in the west. So where you see the moon come up in the evening times, always going to be on the east. You can look that direction every night and see it rising on that side. Then in the early morning hours, you can see it setting in the west. The moon also changes shapes as it goes through different phases. I know sometimes we've looked up and it's been a full moon. And then other nights we've looked up and it's been a little crescent moon, or a half moon. I'm going to name the phases. We're not really going to get into that. We don't really have time with this standard to go over the cause of each phase, what each phase means, but I do want to name them just to kind of familiarize them with you all, because we are going to get into that possibly next week. So the phases are first quarter moon, waxing crescent moon, new moon, waning crescent moon, last quarter, waning gibbous moon, full moon, and waxing gibbous moon. So those are the 8 phases. Like I said, I just want to get y'all familiar with that, and we will get into those next week, so don't worry too much about them right now. Next up, we have the stars. A pattern with the stars is that they can be seen shining each night. So that's something we can predict, okay? Remember what I said, we're going to predict the patterns. So that is a pattern with the stars that can be predicted. You're going to see them shining at night. Some nights they're more visible, some nights they're less visible. Sometimes there's more, sometimes there's less. Like sometimes you walk outside and the sky's just lit up with stars, like we see so many. And then another night you can't see as many. But they are there, they are up there. They cannot be seen during the day because the sun is shining. And a little fact, the sun is actually a star. It is actually a star. It's classified as a star. It shines during the day, but it is a star. And another fact is the smaller the star, the longer they live. So if you see a tiny star up in the sky, it's going to live longer than the humongous one right beside it. So if you got a small one and a big one, the small one is going to shine longer. It's going to be up there longer, which I thought was super crazy because I did not know they had lifespans like that. I didn't know a smaller one would last longer than a bigger one. That is super crazy to me. And I thought that was super fun. And then we would just go over what have we learned. So predictions. We'll use the sun as an example of this one. If it sets in the west every night, tonight I can predict it will set in the... Yes, tonight I can predict it will set in the west because it always sets in the west. That's what we have learned today. Does the moon change shapes as it goes through phases? We got into this a little bit. I just wanted to keep it fresh in your mind. Yes, the moon changes shapes as it goes through its different phases. And there is 8 different phases. And it goes through different shapes as it goes through all of those. So that's super neat. Next. And then I have just attached this worksheet activity. I thought it looked really neat because there was different things you could do on it. So just put your name and date at the top. I'm actually going to hand these out. I want you all to put these in your folders and take them home for homework and bring them back to me tomorrow. It's not a super hard homework assignment. It's pretty easy. It has a section where you can color in. So you do have crayons in your box, so just take those home. Color in each thing. You have the stars, the sun, the moon, and the clouds. So just color those, whatever you think those look like. And then the next line, you will put what each one is. So you have the word bank up top, use that, and then just write in each one what it is. And then when you see it. So in the last section, you'll see daytime or nighttime. So just go through and circle which time you see those. And some of them will be both, like I said. because we went over, right, we said the moon, you can sometimes see that during the day, so maybe you want to circle daytime and nighttime on those. You can do so, and then just put it back in your folder when you're done with it tonight. Bring it back to me in the morning, and I will take those up, and we will get into some other activities. Okay? Hope you all have a great rest of your day. Thank you.